was invited to come in to do a congressional roundtable to talk about federal funding towards higher ed and how the workforce and education can maybe help impact some old policy that perhaps needs to be changed and how we can possibly increase that funding. The conversation around workforce is not Nebraska specific, it's not DC specific, it is in every state, and it's the number one topic when you meet with industry and when we talk with fellow educators. And when you talk about federal funding, the reality is the industry need has changed. The challenge is now the federal funding process hasn't changed. So access to federal funds for short-term training needs, for what the workforce needs, the federal funding process has not caught up.
When you see a shortage in construction workers, you're going to see a shortage in infrastructure, you're going to see a shortage in our growth and our ability to expand and to really make sure that we have a great standard of living and continue that standard of living for our citizens.
The workforce shortage plays a huge role in that cost of construction going up, 2 or 3 times what it was even 10 years ago. So the workforce needs is the number one way we can keep that cost of construction down. The one thing they can do immediately is just make the funding more accessible and more flexible for programs.
The work that's being done here together with AGC is absolutely incredibly important. Right now we see smart cities developing all over the world. We see a new era for construction, and AGC I see as at the forefront. This white paper is the start of saying why and a case for change and transformation.
Well, the members of AGC need to, one, read the report and think about how it affects them directly, but then also share it. Share with their educational partners, share with their local high schools, share with their community so that we broaden the conversation. Secondly, of course, call your local congressperson and let them know that this report is out there and tell the story how it impacts them directly.